Hello, Dan. My name's Roger. I enjoyed your Rubik's Cube, and I really enjoy your pogo sticking, or whatever you call it. It was fun to watch. This is a response to your open letter to God. When I watched it, I was, it, I guess that's why I'm on YouTube, is I said, well, I should get on YouTube and see what I can do. Um, your technology and stuff like that. So if you wanted to perpetrate a story about yourself, even though it wasn't true, and it might have making you a little more special, a little more talented than you are. Um, with computers and everything, could you get your friends to keep that story going for maybe 10 years? Do you think you could keep that story going for 100 years, where you're the hero of it and your powers are extolled constantly? Or do you think that someone else might take your name out of there and put their name in? We were talking about human nature on your tape, and I thought, well, you know what? That sounds like human nature to me. Anyway, you think you could get enough people involved that you could get this myth expanded and kept intact for like 1100 years without changing anything about your abilities or your story, or without inserting themselves in there as the new hero? And do you think you could do it if it was these individuals over 1100 years spoke different languages, maybe three different languages? Anyway, oh, and it may take like maybe up to 30 different authors to keep this farce going. Well, that's what the Bible is, the Holy Bible. It wasn't written by one man, and it wasn't written in a weekend or 2 years or 10 years. It was written over 1100 years by people who spoke three different languages. Nature. So you have to realize that this is probably the most special book there is. I can't think of another book anywhere that could touch that. And as far as you wanting to understand God, well, we used to have pen pals, and what it was you wrote to somebody, and they'd write back, and over a period of communications back and forth, these letters, you get to know who you were writing to and get to know about them. Well, I think if you read the letters from God, the Holy Bible, you'll get to understand Him. Now, one more thing: what you believe doesn't make it true. What you believe to be false doesn't make it false. What's true is true. What's false is false, regardless of what we choose to believe. And you ask about people who die and are hungry, and wars and all of that stuff. Well, when you read the Bible, you'll find out that it, when God had this world, it was really a beautiful place. When He lost this world, it started going downhill. The Bible says Satan comes but to kill, steal, and destroy. So if somebody's killing, stealing, and destroying in your world right now, you know who to blame. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that to you and maybe point you in that direction. See if that helps you. Keep up the pogo sticking, and I've got a Rubik's Cube, but I have to study it some more. Have a good day, Dan.